from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
A lot to be happy about today for Henrico County employees, and what went wrong with the CVS COVID-19 vaccination registration plans. We'll have details in today's Henrico News Minute for Wednesday, February 10th, 2021. It's brought to you today by Henrico County.
And now for the news.
Henrico officials are planning to reward county employees in a big way for their efforts during the pandemic and in general. Last night, Henrico County Manager John Vitolkas proposed a $54 million series of pay raises, adjustments, and bonuses beginning in April and continuing through October that will result in at least a 4.4% raise for all eligible employees, about 11,000 in total, and more for many others. In April, all eligible employees will receive a 2% scale adjustment in pay, and then a few months later in June, they'll get a 2.4% bump, or the equivalent of one step on the county's step-based pay scale. That'll serve as their increase for the coming fiscal year, which begins July 1st. In the spring, market adjustments will be issued for public safety and education employees. That's how the county describes pay raises that are designed to make those employees the highest paid among regional localities. And then longevity bonuses are coming in October for any Henrico employee who has been with the county for 10 years or more. That's about 1,800 general government employees and 2,100 or so on the education side. Those with 10 to 15 years of service will be bumped up one step on the county's plan, which amounts to a 2.4% raise. Those with 15 to 20 years will jump up 2 steps. Those with 20 or more, 3 steps, and those with 25 or more, 4 steps. About 38% of the teachers in Henrico will qualify for one of those longevity bonuses. Coupled with the other pay raises, a teacher who has served more than 25 years with Henrico could end up receiving as much as a 17% pay increase. Most police and fire officials will see increases between 9.5% and 12%. Vitolkas' proposal also will establish a 2-year time frame by which Henrico will pay its hourly employees $15 an hour. Vitolkas told the Citizen last night, quote, "We ask more of our employees than other jurisdictions. We employ fewer than other jurisdictions, and we want to pay them more than other jurisdictions. Just like we're a magnet for business, we also want to be a magnet for great public servants." Last year, the Division of Police lost 63 members, according to Vitolkas, who said that only 16 of them left for retirement. That was evidence enough for him that pay levels needed to improve. Now, you can read much more on the proposal on henricocitizen.com right now by clicking on News and then Government. Well, confusion reigned yesterday morning as Virginians attempted to sign up for COVID-19 vaccinations through CVS on what was, then wasn't, then was again the company's first day of vaccination registration statewide. The pharmacy and federal officials last week had announced that the pharmacy would open registration yesterday for Virginians who wanted to be vaccinated, and that it would begin vaccinating them Friday at 36 state locations, including one in Henrico, using 26,000 doses provided by the federal government. After the announcement, state officials immediately contacted CVS hoping to find a way to integrate into the pharmacy's national registration prioritized lists of people 65 and older who already had pre-registered with their local health departments in Virginia. But that wasn't possible, State Vaccine Coordinator Danny Avula said yesterday. Despite a willingness from CVS to make it happen, the company was not able to alter its registration platform. As an 11th hour backup plan, the company Monday night announced through a press release that it would be delaying public registration by 2 days to Thursday, at the same time telling local health departments that they would be able to register people from their lists or encourage those people to register themselves on Tuesday and Wednesday in what would have been a quasi-private registration opportunity. But those plans effectively were rendered useless because most Virginians still believed the registration platform would open to them on Tuesday morning, and CVS had not created a separate registration portal for the health districts to use. The result was that anyone who visited the site yesterday morning was able to sign up for vaccination simply by indicating that they were at least 65 and had already registered with their local districts. Avula conceded yesterday during a call with media that it's likely many people who met neither requirement had registered before all the slots for this week quickly filled up. But he said that CVS will be verifying the ages of those who registered when they arrive to be vaccinated. The company, though, will not be able to verify whether those people actually had registered with their local health departments. Now, for the foreseeable future, CVS will offer those vaccinations on a weekly basis only to those 65 and older. You can visit cvs.com to learn more about registration. Also, yesterday, White House officials announced that the federal government would begin distributing 11 million doses of vaccine weekly. That's an increase of 28% from the 8.6 million it was distributing just 3 weeks ago. The feds also will begin distributing doses directly to 250 community health organizations nationwide, including at least one in every state and territory. It's unknown at this point what either announcement means for Virginia or this region, though it's likely that they'll result in more available weekly doses here one way or another. Henrico Police have arrested and charged a 28-year-old Richmond man with malicious wounding and use of a firearm in the commission of a felony in connection with a January 23rd shooting in northern Henrico that left a 29-year-old city man dead. Anthony Ivory Cook Jr. is being held without bond in the Henrico jail after being charged in the shooting, which happened at about 6:30 p.m. along Delmont Street between Laburnum Avenue and Crawford Street near Richmond Raceway. The victim, Dwight Hill, died at a hospital February. Additional charges against Cook are likely. Police also are seeking the public's help in locating a missing 39-year-old Henrico man who was last seen January 17th. The family of Tyrone Allen Jones reported him missing a week later from a residence on Taft Street and said he had left the house a week earlier at about 4:30 a.m. in an unknown vehicle. Family members are worried because it's not like him to be out of touch with them for so long, and they're concerned he might need medical services since he does not have his necessary medications. He is described as 6 foot tall, 252 pounds, with brown eyes and black hair. He is a black male. You can see a picture of him on our website, henricocitizen.com, by clicking on News and Public Safety. If you have any information, call police at 501-5000, Metro Richmond Crime Stoppers at 780-1000, or submit your information at p3tips.com. Well, fluctuating totals in new daily cases of COVID-19 continued yesterday in Henrico, with the county reported 133 new cases a day after it had reported just 81. The 7-day daily average of new cases in the county declined slightly Tuesday to 139. There were also 3 new virus-related hospitalizations and 2 new deaths reported related to the virus in the county. The 7-day positivity percentage is below 10% now among PCR testing encounters, down to 9.5% as of February 5th. It was 9.6% among rapid testing encounters as of that same day. The county's rapidly approaching 50,000 vaccinations administered, and more than 8,600 Henricoans have received both doses necessary for full protection. Henrico's Board of Supervisors last night approved a multifamily housing development with as many as 365 potential units in Innsbrook. The proposal from Dominion Realty Partners, LLC, would be the first to erect townhomes within Innsbrook. The company will rezone about 12.5 acres just west of the end of Waterfront Place next to the Dominion Energy site. The property is a parking lot that's rarely used by Dominion Energy, which is not related to Dominion Realty Partners. Plans call for 2 apartment buildings as well as townhomes along the northern and western borders of the site. The community will include a swimming pool and a fitness center. County planners don't believe it'll produce many school children. They cited similar sized developments at West Broad Village, Libby Mill, and Rockets Landing, which produced only 9, 2, and 0 students respectively. Also, at last night's meeting, the board approved plans for a Krispy Kreme donut store in Short Pump. The company will build a location not far from Tom Leonard's Farmers Market. It'll be about a 4,000 square foot store in the Brook Hollow Shopping Center. Existing regulations in that shopping center permitted only 3 outparcel buildings. This will be the 4th, so the Board of Supervisors had to grant that special permission, which it did. The only other Krispy Kreme in Henrico is near Willow Lawn on West Broad Street, where it's been a staple in that section of town for decades. The company has one other local location in Chesterfield. If you want to win $100, Housing Families First, a Henrico nonprofit that works with families facing homelessness, is hosting an online My Valentine photo contest to raise awareness about homelessness in the Richmond area. And the winner will take home a $100 DoorDash gift card. Entries and voting are now open on Facebook through February 15th. We've got the link to the location where you can post a photo of your own. Visit us at henricocitizen.com and click on Community and look for this article to find that link. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Henrico County's COVID-19 Municipal Utility Relief Program. It provides assistance for delinquent bills with consumption from March 1st of last year through December 30th of this year. To learn more, visit henrico.us.